Welcome to Blink Education, How to Make a Mistletoe Craft. You're going to need all of these materials, so construction paper, I have everything listed out here, and on the cardstock, construction paper or cardstock, you're going to need to cut it in half. Once you have it cut in half, you're going to take a marker, I like to use a Sharpie, and you're going to draw zigzag lines. Make sure you have 4 peaks that you draw. Now, you're going to be cutting out those triangles or those peaks, and then you will be left with these pieces. It's okay if you still see the marker, you'll see what we're going to do next. So you're going to take one of the pieces. Now, you are going to form a circle, like a 3D circle with the base of it. Just make sure that the marker is facing the outside, so you could see it once you make the circle. So now that you made the circle, you need to secure its position. You can use tape or you can use a stapler. I prefer to use a stapler. I find it to be much quicker, especially if I'm doing it for a class of 29 in my kindergarten class. So very easy, just quick staple, and it's nice and secure. So you're going to do it to all parts, secure all parts. So here you can see I'm helping secure this one. And now if you pay attention, I made the base line up, not the peak. So yes, the peak can line up, but it's okay if there's overlap on the peak. You could see it here, I'm adjusting it right now, but the base needs to be flat or else it will not sit nicely on the table or wherever you have it. So now that you have it completely sealed, what you are going to do is you are going to do a curve on the leaves. So what I mean by this is you're going to take the leaf and bend it outwards. Now, do not fold it. You will bend it and it will not look like a nice leaf. You want to curve it so it's curved. Something you can use to help is a marker. So what I like to do is I put the marker under the leaf and I roll the cardstock down so it makes a curve. So you're going to hold it all the way down in this position and you're going to push it a little to apply pressure so that the curve stays. So you're going to curl all sides on all of them. Now, once that's done, just quickly readjust it. And now you are going to do it to the other one. So you're going to repeat it on the other half. So again, make sure when you're doing the other half, you're going to overlap it, but this time you're not going to see 3 peaks. You're going to overlap one of the peaks. So you're only going to have 3 peaks. Make sure, again, the marker is on the outside, the marks from the marker, and then you're going to secure it. So get your stapler, tape, whatever you're using to secure it, and you're going to secure the 3 peaks in place. And remember, the base needs to be flat. Don't worry if the peaks are off. So as you can see, one of the peaks here, they're overlapping at the top. That's completely fine. You'll see what we're going to do next. Then you want to see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, take it apart and make it a little tighter and staple it again. Now that it's stapled, you're going to curve the leaves again, make the curl. So again, take that marker or whatever you were using, pencil, and you're going to curl it over. So remember, you pull the cardstock or construction paper over it and you apply slight pressure. You do not want to make a crease by folding that. It will take away the look of it. Once you're done, make sure it fits. Now you're going to get your scissors, the child scissors or the adult scissors, and for each of the peaks, you are going to cut little triangles on each side. So you're going to be cutting 2 small triangles on each side of the leaf. So as you can see, I'm doing it right here and on both sides. So for each leaf, you should be having 4 triangles. Okay, so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you are going to do it for every single leaf. on each side. So one leaf down, go to the next one. And as you can see, we're cutting right now the 3-peak one. So once you're done with the 3-peak one, you could do the 4-peak one. Now that they're both done, you place it inside and you adjust the position of it so that it's not overlapping. So everything is spread out easily, and then you secure it by stapling it on 2 sides, the opposite sides. The next part is the little red tissue paper balls. So you're going to scrunch up the tissue paper and then just rub it quickly on a glue stick. I like that better than liquid glue because liquid glue makes a giant mess. Then you're going to stick it on to the leaves to make decorations. So for this part, it's very open-ended. So you can use I like to use the tissue paper because it makes it very fine motor and super 3D. But you can also just use the circle stickers. I'm going to link them below for you. So the circle stickers are a little easier to use if you're not willing to do a mess. But the tissue paper is more fun, but you could also use pom-poms as well. Pom-poms are a great alternative if you don't want them to do the tissue paper. But the pom-pom, you will probably need to use liquid glue because they won't stick very well with the glue stick. So if you do use the circles, the circle stickers, you're going to need to color them in because they do come in white. So get a red marker. Here we're using a thicker red Sharpie, and you're just going to color in as many as you want. You don't want to color all of them in if you're not going to use all of them. As teachers, you need to reuse everything you can. So we're just going to color in 4 here. Once you're done coloring it in, let them dry for a couple seconds so that they don't stain their fingers. And then you're going to peel it and stick it onto your design. So here we're mixing the stickers with the tissue papers just to show you the versatility of it and how you can mix and match all of the designs and the materials that you're using as well, and really leave it open to the students to do. So here you have it. Here are our mistletoe crafts. Now, if you really want to add a little bit more pizzazz, you can add a pine cone in the middle. The only thing is, make sure your kids do not have allergies to any tree nuts or any nuts at all, because a pine cone is a nut. It's in the family, so you want to make sure that they are all safe. So I hope you enjoyed the craft, and if you want to see more crafts, like and subscribe.